What's that?
Miranda Lambert just started playing at a higher volume.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. It's a sign.
Of what?
How awesome.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. So,
hey guys. So today I'm gonna go meet up with my buddy Travis in a few minutes, and we're gonna record a little video. Go for a ride in the car and see what we have to talk about. But the awesome thing about today is I've been eyeballing this car since I started at the dealership. Check it out. I'm gonna flip this around real quick. So what we have here is a 2SS Camaro. Brand spanking new. Incredible car. I mean, I drove the Porsche GTS SUV. Great car in its own right. But I mean, this thing does not like to go slow. I, of course, drive it responsibly. But man, is it awesome. I'm so glad I get to take it out. Let's see some of the specs here. 2018 2SS Coupe, 6.2 liter V8, 8-speed automatic transmission. You get the point. So reading some of the specs here, 6-speed manual transmission. You can do that tectonic shifting with it. I think that's the official term. Active rev matching, performance suspension, limited slip, even barely getting into the pedal. I was not even speeding. I was just kind of getting up to speed. Big thing came out, says switch to performance mode. It's a beautiful, awesome car. But I'll catch back with you guys in a minute. I'm on my way to pick up Travis right now.
Now we're live.
okay. So
I grabbed Travis, and we're driving a 2SS Camaro. 2018.
this is an incredible car.
It's got 36 miles on it.
That's it? Are we gonna double that right now? Like,
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I've never done this before. So you're the what do you call it when the first of something? The inaugural.
Yeah.
You're the inaugural.
I like it.
Bobby in a car with somebody.
We get comfortable while this goes on. This is pretty sweet.
Can you hear the growl when I pulled up?
I heard the growl. I thought it was my stomach because it's almost dinner time, but then I thought, what is, it sounds a little different. It sounds a little more manly. My growl's a little more wimpy when it comes to my stomach.
Oh, there we go. The blurriness cuts in. I need to get an actual camera instead of using my phone, but the video.
This ain't bad.
No,
I've been watching your thing that's been going on. So it's been pretty cool.
We've been meaning to get together and do a podcast for a while.
Yes.
We're both seemingly incredibly busy people that can never make it happen.
Play too many video games.
Yeah, definitely.
It's football season, and I don't coach. My kids don't play.
You got 14 kids,
but
too,
I watch.
Right?
Yeah, right. And then, not to mention, I'm doing a lot of work and just learning, getting my. And plus, I'm just lazy.
Well, you're good at I like your interview process on your podcast. So I'm okay at it, but you have significantly more experience. How many episodes are you in?
I think I've crossed the dirty 30. I think your brother was like 32, maybe something like that. So, and I need to have you on. I know you're going to be coming up here soon.
Yeah. Well, I moved here. Did you know?
Yeah, I heard, and it's exciting to have you back.
I like Tony is my landlord.
Tony is my landlord as well.
Is he really?
Yeah, the house.
He's everybody's landlord.
That you picked me up. Yes, we all owe Tony money, and he knows that. He had. I don't know if I can tell that story.
What story?
How are we doing? Is this going to be eventually?
I can edit it. I'd prefer not to, but if you need me to take something out, I can.
Well, there was a text that somebody just passed away.
Oh no!
In his rental, and so he didn't know what to do.
Do you have to disclose that? Like, would you want to know if someone had passed away in your rental? I almost would rather not know.
Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, he's not gonna watch this, so we're fine.
Tony doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Tony doesn't like social media.
No.
Doesn't like to be talked about. Doesn't like to be people know what's going on.
So I'm thinking we'll just head up the hill a little bit, huh?
Head up the hill, where we like towards Mud Mountain Dam.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe come the back way down. Mud
Does this recording onto your phone?
Yes.
So you're not sending this out to the cloud?
No. This is on my phone. I got a big memory card. It's not the only thing big I got.
Yeah. Debt.
Massive debt.
I know what you're talking about.
Dude, well, moving is expensive.
It is. The whole thing. Life
Good Lord.
Life is expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew it was kind of expensive, but when you got to put first and last and security, we had a piano we had to pay to have someone move. Like,
yeah,
it just adds up.
That's too much.
And then starting to gambling's, I gotta like,
yeah, well, and
sell some cars.
Sell some cars, and so that's what we're doing. We're talking about this while we're driving.
2SS Camaro.
2SS Camaro.
I kind of gave them the rundown beforehand. It's a lot of horsepower, big engine. It's not just one SS; it is two SS.
Now, here's the thing: I did send a text to Tyson because my parents were possibly looking at a car. They still kind of might be looking at a car, and Tyson Gamblin from Gamblin Motors, and he said, I said, hey, is there a full body cast like discount? And he said he will honor anyone that comes in. So I don't know what that, it could be like 50 cents. Like, who knows?
It's a made up thing.
Yeah, but he did say there is a full body cast discount. He will honor a full body cast discount.
So Mike's bought 150 cars from Tyson.
Yeah.
He has a new one all the time.
Right.
I've bought 4 or 5 cars from Tyson.
Yeah.
So we rent from Tony. We buy cars from Tyson.
Yeah.
We need a food guy. Like a steak guy.
A steak guy.
Yeah, because you know me and steaks.
You and steaks.
I love steaks.
Now, Bobby, I remember. So we're just gonna I don't even know.
Go Wayback Machine right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the. I don't know what the format is, but
there isn't one.
I'm gonna take it over in a sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it over, but so I know Bobby from school. I remember him. Jinko's.
Yeah.
He was just a big
long blonde hair.
That I just remember a tall guy because you're pretty tall.
Yeah, I've always been tall.
And then just with those big Jinko jeans and kind of I thought you were a skater, but would you consider yourself a skater? What were you?
Well, I kind of check us out.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good.
Isn't that cool?
We're getting pulled over, but yeah.
No, I went up to the speed limit.
No, I know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tyson's gonna watch this.
Oh, yeah.
I went up to the speed limit.
Up to the speed limit. You were coasting at like 15 miles per hour.
Yeah.
What is the speed limit here right now?
50, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I always liked to dress nice.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the skate. So I would wear Jinkos and a white polo shirt.
Yeah. You did have that.
Chicks digged it. Like, dug it.
Dug. Yeah. I mean, they did it all. With in regards to, but see, I know we make fun of your Jinkos, but I didn't have much for me. Like I had like a knockoff Ricky Waters like Eagles jersey where it didn't even say Eagles on it, nor did it say Waters, but
like my Sonics hat without the Space Needle.
Yes, it was just a green jersey that had a white big 3 and a big 2 making 32, and then I wore that. I did have my Sonics pullover, which had
a starter jacket.
It was starter jacket, absolutely, and it had the new logo, so that was pretty cool. And but I always wore black parachute pants. Handles well.
It does.
It's incredible. Yes.
Like parachute, as in NFL warm-up parachute. Like
it's like black, like
Aladdin pants.
Yeah, but not so bad. I had zippers, just a little bit that just went a little bit up the leg.
Okay.
Kind of flared them out if I wanted to, if I wanted that extra, like I'm running or something, or I could just zip them on down, and they would just hug the leg a little bit more. I wore those every day, all day, every day of 8th grade. Like
it was such that when you're growing up, you do try to fit in.
Yeah.
You want people to like you. You want girls to like you, and teenage guys. So you just kind of do what you think is right, but you're always so awkward, and you don't really know how to pull it together. So it always seems like there's something off when you're trying.
Right.
So, but the Jinkos, I rocked the Jinkos thing for a few years. You know where I got it from? A lot of people don't know this. I actually left Enumclaw High School for a year in 8th grade and moved to Edmonds to live with my grandma and grandpa. I'm just gonna go a little bit past and come back through, and then moved back. But Edmonds was a whole new ballgame. There's a lot more people up there. It was closer to Seattle, so we had like what were the cliques? What were they called? Like the skaters, the stoners, the preps,
skaters,
the
stoners, preps, jocks.
Preps and jocks kind of hung out together. Skaters and stoners kind of hung out together. For me, because I remember sitting at your lunch table, believe it or not.
Because I mean, like I smoked a lot. Yeah, I grew up in a church. It was just not in a church. I mean, I grew up in the church. I grew up in actually a single wide mobile home.
Tuck you in at night?
Yeah, no, not that much. But but so I was always like afraid of like the stoners, right? Because they were kind of like the
bad people.
Yeah, listen to Marilyn Manson, and they smoked, and they had like all this. It was scary in the chains and this and that. But I also didn't have friends, and literally every best friend I had would move away, whether that be Joe Belton or Jeremy Harling. Even Joe Magley was a really, really, really good friend in 5th grade, and he went, or 6th grade, and he went to a private school. And so 7th grade, I go in there was nobody to hang out with. And in 7th grade, I hung out with one of the only black kids that I knew. He actually moved from Little Rock, Arkansas. His name was Antonio Hamilton.
We had an Antonio. I did not know.
Yeah, Antonio Hamilton, tall guy, and I immediately was like, I feel like I'm out of place, and I know he probably definitely feels like he's out of place. So I'm gonna go make friends with the guy. So I made friends with the dude, and we would walk the halls, and he literally was not faking it. Like, I mean, he was just Little Rock, Arkansas. He said he was from a gang, wore blue all the time. He said he was a Crip. He said he had all this lingo that I did not know. He wear BK nights because of blood killer nights, and all this stuff. And so I was just like, this is like a documentary every day. Like I had, like when you get involved in a documentary and you're like, I have no clue what any of this is about, and you get sucked in. And so I got sucked in, and it was amazing. And then he moved away in 8th grade, and then I had to start all over. Yeah.
It was weird because
and then I sat with you at lunch because
we were
sitting.
I don't remember you sitting with me.
Well, that's because you probably smoked a lot, but I also kind of was, believe it or not, a shy, quiet dude in 7th and 8th grade.
People thought I was like some kind of scary tough guy.
You were super scary
but
tough guy.
To the tough people, I wasn't scary and tough.
Well, it's because they were tougher than you.
Yeah.
And scarier.
Those levels, and I maybe put on like I was tough, but really, people think I got in maybe 4 or 5 fights my entire way all the way through school. People think I was always like fighting and like just like no, like I played it off so I didn't have to.
Right.
Like I'll be real about it. Like I acted way tougher than I was because I didn't ever want to have to.
Everyone
act tough.
does, yeah. Right.
So I got in maybe 4 or 5 fights from my entire grade school. That's all I can ever remember. Like, and what's funny was, everyone thought I was some kind of like I didn't really party that much. Not until I became like 17, 18 years old did I actually start going to parties and stuff like that. All the way up to that point, I like just hung out with my friends, and me and Mike played video games on our computer at home. So it's funny to hear the picture because everyone thinks of me as this one thing, and in some ways I can probably I probably was what they think I was, but in all actuality, until I was 17, 18 years old, I hung out with Chris and Jake at their house. We had a couple parties at their
Chris
house.
and Jake O'Connor, I grew up with their cousins, the Legrands. They lived across the street. I loved Jake O'Connor. Chris too. I loved them both.
Yeah, they're good people.
They were the most fun to hang out with when they rode the bus. Yeah. I loved when they would ride the bus home with us. This is elementary school probably. But anyway, back to where you were. I was a church kid, right?
Yeah.
And I realized that I had so much like preconceived judgment towards these bad kids, and they were the nicest kids because they were all in the same way. They didn't want to be rejected. They didn't like feeling ostracized by the popular kids and cast out and all this, and they were super cool. They looked, I think it was all looks. They gave the look. Yeah, go for it, man. They gave the looks for. This is amazing. This is like 35, 45 miles per hour. Woo! I mean, that is at least 45 miles per hour.
So what's scary is when you get into it a little bit, it actually says performance mode active, and if it's already accelerating up to the speed limit.
Yeah.
That fast, I'm afraid of what will happen if it goes into performance mode. Is it going to grow wings and we're just going to head out that way?
I was having Paul Walker thoughts there for a moment.
Well, yeah, once I got to the speed limit,
you got to the speed limit
backed
there.
off.
You hit 35, I think 45 miles per hour.
Maybe 45. But
at that point, I thought,
Can you? Is it just me from driving, or can you feel the little pebbles and grooves on the road? The suspension is super, super tight.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive vehicle there.
What if I just trash? I'm like, yeah, no, this is terrible.
Well, so
I got a Chevy Spark that would smoke this.
Well, I didn't do any of this.
No, you didn't.
But talking about the negatives of it, though.
Yeah.
The things that I don't like about this.
Okay.
One of them.
Too good looking.
Well, way too good looking. I don't want a car to be prettier than me.
Right.
So, but I left and I had a quarter tank of gas, and we've put 13 miles on it. And I'm about to hit E. We won't run out of gas, I promise.
Well, I'll push it. I brought my I brought my leathery jacket and with a lot of zippers that I could just really get in the back of that paint job and just give it a nice shove.
I worry about that because I carry stuff on my belt.
Yeah,
I was afraid
to
of
go with that.
on cars. Yeah, well, you need flashlight, knife, and gun whenever you leave the house.
I don't, but I've survived 36 years. Wait, what am I? 37.
It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's my motto.
So why don't you walk around with a TV? See, this is what we talk.
You do our phone.
Good point. So this is okay. So that makes sense. I think the Martinez. I mean,
Mike has a gun all the time on him too.
That's just wouldn't you?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. No, with Mike, he is we already talked about this, very prepared person on my podcast. He has a bench in his shower just in case he has to run exuberant amount of and give a ton of energy.
So I think I can beat Mike in that race relatively easily.
In this car.
No, on foot. So, because it all comes down to how often you train, right? Mike plays basketball once a week.
If that.
Yeah, if that.
I don't know if you can text as fast as that guy.
No, Mike texts.
That guy's relentless.
I think he has a bunch of auto responses. He
does that. I know he has that, but I mean,
please text me. You ever get that from him?
Oh no, he just goes crazy. We're playing fantasy football. I was talking to Kyle the other day. I know I'm interrupting, but Kyle, and it's just like, dude, I get sucked in. He is the Venus flytrap of just sucking you in. You think, oh, I'm going to have a conversation with him. Next thing you know, he's debating you. And this is the thing that I learned. Now, Bobby, if you know on Facebook, Bobby will say things in comments, and he will say, could you please debate me with facts and not your opinions? Opinions, they don't mean anything. It's an opinion. Don't treat it like it's a fact, okay? And the reason that I know that you had to learn to debate this way is because Mike just argues off of opinion. It's non-stop opinion that he just treats as fact. And then and he will just repeat the same thing over and over as if it is fact. And then when you say you hit him with stats and figures and this and that, he just calls you names and makes fun of you, and then just repeats whatever stupid thing he's saying. Or sorry, his opinion, whatever opinion he's saying. And that's
a good faux pas.
And he just it is. And he just completely. And then at that point, you're just like, okay, he doesn't have any facts.
It's not worth it. So no. I love my brother to death. I would go to bat for him, anything, right? But over the years we've learned that there's certain subjects that are just off limits at family get-togethers.
You can't bring it up.
No, just because and now especially our families, we don't want our kids to see us arguing and debating, and it can get, especially when it's brothers, it can kind of ugly. But yeah, it's a Martina. The guys in my family all like to debate and argue. Just from doing what I've done professionally for so long, I've learned how to curtail that. And honestly, moving up to Edmonds and hanging out with a group of friends up there that I hang out with, they're all way smarter than I am. So they would always call me out and make me look stupid if I was debating with my emotions and opinion as opposed to facts. So over time, I learned to do that. And alternative facts don't count.
No. Alternative facts are just lies. We already know this. Opinions. Yeah. I'll take an alternative fact over an opinion any day.
Well, so it's interpretations of fact that wind up being the gray area that are open for debate, right?
Just
how you interpret facts and how you interpret data.
No, I did not want to tell your brother. I know that you called. He called you while you got in the car.
Yeah.
He hung up once he found out that I was talking to you.
Well, no, it could just be that he was like, "Oh, Bobby's busy." Click. We do that to each other.
People do that?
Me and Mike do it to each other.
Hey,
all the time.
You just hang up?
So I'll be like, I'll call him and he'll be like, I'm at work. I'll be like, bye, click.
You didn't say, I don't think he even said bye.
I couldn't tell. It was muffled.
That was because yesterday.
Are you guys in a debate?
We are in a huge debate right now about fantasy football. And I'm playing him this week, and I'm betting him $125.
About football?
And fantasy football. Believe that's stupid.
I'm number 2 right now in my fantasy league.
That's way better than Mike. Mike is the last place, but I'm also very close to last place as well. I will give him that, but I'm playing him this week. And so it has just been non-stop with I made a trade with Bert this has totally gone off the rails, but this is very therapeutic to me. This car, I feel comfortable in this car.
It's the car.
It just brings it out. It's like a therapy session while we're driving.
Yeah, I like it. Well, also my calming presence.
It's very good too. Very great. I
mean, you guys are friends. You got to get over.
Oh yeah, no, we're cool. We're cool, but literally, I don't think I've hung out with Mike as much as I have in the past year, and it's been fun. We went over. I think it was just me and Jamie. Oh yeah, Bert and Seneca showed up. Bert, take a left here. This is a good spot. And
this is the backside of Peak.
This is backside of Peak.
Cool.
Yep. And this is where you can kind of handle that. We just handle a very nice
going the
speed limit, but it also you can handle it. And everyone's looking. I mean, people. She was just getting her mail, and she looked at that car.
Yeah, you could hear it.
She was like.
You like this? I tried to pull all the stuff off the car, but there's.
I appreciate that.
That one, like, it was leaving stuff, and I feel bad returning the car with like some weird sticker.
Do they know that you're doing this?
Yeah.
Is this approved?
Yeah.
This is.
Tyson said you could take a 2018 Corvette or this. But Corvette's kind of cliche to me.
Okay.
Like, oh, Chevy dealership, Corvette. Like, but 2SS Camaro is...
It's gangster. Now, here's the thing. We do a... Mutual of Enumclaw does a bike race. It's a stage race every year.
Is that the one that you guys were going on about on the podcast with Tyson? Okay.
Yes. So we just did a lap, okay? People go up that hill, though.
Whoa.
They ride like 8 or 9, 10 times. They will ride from the library all the way to, or no, wait, where do they start off at? I think they start off at the library, and they head anyway up Mount Peak, come around, and they do that lap. And they go down 410, and they go back up Mount Peak, and they just do that lap. It's insane.
For how many times?
10. It depends on what your class is, male, female, and what age you are. But the males do it like 30-year-old males do it like 18 times or something like that.
Good Lord.
So I help volunteer, but Gamblin' Motors and Tyson they've always donated a Corvette to be the pace car for the in-town crit race, and that crit race is intense. Think NASCAR, bikes inches away, hitting corners, doing the whole like they're sliding,
leaning into the corners.
These are not like motorcycle bikes. These are like you're racing with these bikes, my pedal bikes, and they're flying. And so anyway, I'm able to go out with a Corvette. I was approved to drive the Corvette this year, but
the speed limit.
I wasn't able to drive because the guy who does it, his name's Eric. He had shoulder surgery, and anyway, he was like, I could still drive, but he was like literally like driving around just like arm up. Yeah, it was pretty.
So it's a big deal because like I was with my last job for 12 years. And then to leave that job, like, because there was job security there. Like my job, I was good at my job, and I did pretty well for myself over the years. But I wanted to get back to Enumclaw. That was always kind of my end game. So it was a big deal. And I couldn't think of working for anybody better than Tyson. Like,
Tyson was so excited to get you back.
Yeah.
And little known fact, several years ago, Tyson didn't try to recruit me. But he kind of gave me that open invitation and said, hey, Travis, anytime you want, you got a spot over here. This is before I worked at Mutual of Enumclaw. And it sounds like he had that same kind of thing for you. Like it was one of those half joking things. So I always, like Tyson, after I established it, I was relatively good at sales, and I had been in management and leadership for a long time. Like leadership became a hobby of mine, like how to become the best possible leader. Let's keep going, I guess. How to become the best. You dismiss that too. That's kind of cool. Just press the.
I get.
Try it. Push the button.
Nope, that's not it.
Gone. It's gone. You dismissed it.
Maybe it was it. So it was kind of became a hobby of mine, and I read a bunch of books and all that stuff. Like I really wanted to try to be, because leadership all comes down to like getting rid of your ego. Like giving credit when things go good to your crew so they feel good about themselves, and then taking responsibility when everything goes wrong. You kind of got to be you got to absorb the weight of everything, and kind of redistribute it where it needs to be redistributed. But that's a whole nother discussion. But Ty was always joking with Tyson every time I'd see him or hang out with him or playing PUBG, like, hey, you know, one day I'm gonna come back to work for you. So we'd love to have you, Bob, for years.
Come back to work?
Or come back to Enumclaw and come to
Oh,
work
okay.
for you.
I thought maybe you did something back.
No.
Okay. Gotcha.
I should have. But, you know, it was always an ongoing joke. And then one day I just remember calling him like, so, how would this go? And then we got to talking, and I like to do things quickly. So it was literally a matter of like less than a month. So within 2 weeks of talking to Tyson, I was out and moving my stuff back to Enumclaw.
That's crazy.
And then within 30 days of the initial conversation, we were back at Enumclaw.
Yeah, that seemed to move really fast. Take it right here.
Okay.
That seemed to move super fast.
Well, you know, I don't like to procrastinate. And if I get something in my head, I like to go do it.
Just get it
Now
done.
the goal is just to sell as many cars as I possibly can.
And I hope that, and you've already sold a few. I already talked to Andrew about that
sold
as
a
well.
few. It's a learning curve because I've been in sales for, but cars is kind of a whole different ballgame.
What's the difference?
You have people, especially in a town like this, that have been doing it for 10, 12, 15, 20 years. They have like so you have market share, right? Mm-hmm. They have a large percentage of that market share already just because they've been doing it so long. So, you know, the objective for me if you're marketing anything is to, say you're selling encyclopedias. We're going to go back to the 80s here. If you're selling,
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's Britannica.
Sounds like a country.
So, but you want, whatever the product is, you want when people in your area think about that product, you want your name to be synonymous with it. So that's kind of what I need to do with cars. I need to market myself and you know, hand out flyers and business cards, do everything I possibly can. Put out content to where when people think about buying a car, they think about you. And here you go, you're the guy.
I do like that. I like how your first video that you posted was like, hey guys, I know people put videos on here and they kind of waste your time, and you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. Dude, is there a parade going on? Like, this is the busiest I've ever seen it.
Because you have a cliche car sales video. You know the people that you see on there.
Right.
Hey, look at this super clean 2014 blah blah blah.
Right. And then you did it. Then you went and did it.
So the way I look at it,
I'm not gonna do it. It's like every pickup line I've ever used on any female. Listen, you probably got some bozos coming up to you and trying to talk. You know, I'm not trying to do that.
So we're the long way.
So what are you doing?
So this is the famous Enumclaw backup.
Enumclaw backup bridge.
Backup.
Yeah, we're not taking a left here. We're taking
we're taking a right.
Okay.
The thing about it is I want to show people stuff I'm excited about, right?
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
So the thing about it is I can show you a $13,000 brand new car that would be a great car for someone who wants to commute every day. Like,
perfect, yeah.
Who in our friend group is going to come out and buy a $60,000 2SS Camaro? Almost likely nobody.
Your brother?
Yeah, Mike. But he's really the only one. So, but this is a cool car.
It's a sweet car.
So I don't want to do we got this car, we really want to move in on the lot, check it out. If I show you a car, I want it to be something that I'm genuinely excited about. Hey, this is a cool, that's the difference I want to have, you know?
Yeah.
I
loved, okay, you can edit this out, I don't care. I loved that you said, I'm not going to do this. And then you did it. And then when you did it, it was a truck that you genuinely loved that was a used truck.
So
it was a good truck. But you loved that truck, and that's the difference. Because see, I listen to other people that I'm friends with that are like, "Oh, check out this new thing we got in. It's a 2016. It's a 2015, 2017. We just got it in, super clean, super clean." Yours is like a 2000 what?
It's a 2007.
2007 what? Though?
Duramax.
And you opened the door. Have you sold it yet?
I believe we did.
Did you sell it?
Yeah, but I
want to say something, and I don't want to.
No, say it. Oh, how the interior.
The interior. You open the door, and the interior's like kind of ripped slightly here and there, and I'm like, what's he doing right now? But the thing is that you loved the car. You loved it.
That engine is a very desirable engine because they put all the smog stuff on the new engines, and you know, good for we got to protect the ozone and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that engine is a really desirable engine.
Who cares about that?
Yeah, who cares about the ozone?
That's so stupid.
It's above another country.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah. But the hole is above another. I think it's above Australia or something.
Right.
But anyway,
That's
it was a truck that if I needed a truck and I had a budget that I would genuinely go out and buy.
Okay, then that's what I get, and I understand that. I loved it. Bobby, the things that you do are fun for everybody involved. And it's not, and a lot of it is just stuff, it's just Bobby. It's just who Bobby is. And that's a good thing. It's not a knock at all.
Of course, yeah.
No, so I'm
talking about steak, have a loud living room.
Dude, playing PUBG with you, and we'd play, and you just be so
random.
quiet. But your brother ruined it. I'm so pissed at your brother. I don't know if I can say that. I'm so mad at your brother
You can see what I mean.
for ruining PUBG.
Because he went to Destiny 2.
Because he went to Destiny 2 and he took everybody with him. And he's going to say, it's because it's a better game. Of course they'd go because it's a better game. And then I would say, because deep down, that actually opinion is right. It's probably a better game. But Destiny 2 is it's not an easy game. But it's an easier
PUBG
game.
is hard.
And so when you do something in PUBG, you feel great.
A greater sense of achievement.
Yeah, a sense of
the first
achievement.
time I got like 6 kills in a game, I was like, I'm God.
You're like, I'm the best at video
I
games
filled my
right now.
bathtub up with water to see if I could walk on it.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Six kills on PUBG.
Of course, it happened by myself though. No one witnessed it.
No, but I think you took a picture of it. You can take a left here.
Put it up to you guys. There's no stop sign here, right?
There is none for them either.
Okay, cool. But I'm driving a way cooler car.
They just totally stopped for you.
Yeah, yield to the cool car.
They just totally stopped for you.
They heard me coming. That's the benefit of this car.
Here, take a left here.
Okay.
Take a left here, because we're just gonna this is my work. We're around my work.
What do you do here? I've always wondered what goes on in this building.
So lots
like a prison.
Yeah, everyone. They actually thought this was a female prison. Believe it or not.
Why female?
I have no clue. They said they saw a lot of females walking into it.
Oh, fair enough.
Don't know, but I am Member Services Rep 1. I had to get my agent's license for that. Take it right. Thank you for doing that. And it is I love this job. I was
You've
in
been
IT,
in it for a while, huh?
I was in IT for a little bit. I was a Scrum Master. Great job, great people, just not for me. And the reason it's not for me is because I know nothing about IT. It was like being lost in a foreign country, every single day at work. Yeah, look at that. They just stop. Yeah. They just go loud.
Well, they got to pick their jaw off the seat.
I kind of want to just do a real quick cruise through.
Where to?
Let's just go straight. But let's kind of cruise through town just real quick. Okay. I know this is we're pushing 30 minutes. Is this too long?
That's fine.
I really feel like, but I just like seeing what people look when they see this car.
You know what's cool is you can't see it over there. There's a heads-up display right here. So in the windshield, there's actually a hologram telling me my RPMs and miles per hour.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious. You literally got to be in front. I'll let you see when we stop.
Oh my!
You can poke your head
gosh.
in. I mean, it's a thing that's been around for a while, but I've never been in a vehicle that had it before. So the other day, I drove a Porsche Cayenne GTS. 400 and something horsepower. Actually, Porsche SUV.
Right.
That one was pretty cool, but something about an American like get on the straightaway and just punch it and loud and noisy and abrasive. I love it.
Right. You know, I know Kanye did a lot of like stuff this week in a mega hat.
Yeah.
And I almost wore
on SNL.
Yeah, I almost wore a mega hat and I wanted to.
You have a MAGA hat?
My daughter does. My daughter loves. I don't know if she loves Trump. I am not like.
I'm impartial.
Yeah, it's whatever, right? I mean, I know he's done some good things. He's also done some terrible things. I'm impartial too. Okay, always been. Yeah. But for whatever reason, my daughter just I think it's the celebrity aspect. Doesn't like him. Laughs at what he says, but she got mega socks. Like she's just like, and she's not like it's Madden. Like she's not like into anything. Like she's not even into it, but she just thinks it's hilarious that they have mega socks and mega hats, and she wears them for fun. Take a left here. Let's just. Ooh, yeah, right in front of the police station. Let's do that. Oh yeah.
They like it.
Oh yeah.
They like cars, I think. Police.
The musical group cars.
Sting. I bet he probably has a couple nice cars. You want to go straight, you think?
I just kind of want to take it right here.
Take it right.
And let's just have people just stare at how awesome we are. I need this in life. This is validation. This is like getting likes on Facebook.
You are going to realize what it's like to be me.
Oh, like people stopping and staring? like stop, like kind of like, wow, what happened? What
well,
happened
to be fair though, I was obviously joking.
So, like,
but
watch this. See people. Oh my gosh, we just got checked out.
To be fair though, I am a giant, so that does happen. I get at least couple times a week, people say, "How tall are
Most
you?"
people just staring at us from Kelly's Burger Town, or whatever they call it now, Kelly's food place.
You get the height question. I get how much I weigh quite a bit as well. How much do you weigh?
You're asking me, or you?
No, people
Oh,
ask
'cause
me
I'm
that.
not,
When
like,
you're a big guy,
$195.
That's not bad. When you're a big guy, people ask you like, "How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Like, do you play football?" I get that a lot.
Where, are you going to certain bars that ask these questions?
No, grocery store.
Okay, I don't know if it was like a Capitol Hill bar that you go and people.
No.
You play football?
That has
How much
happened
you
before.
weigh?
I have been.
So have I.
hit on that.
So
Have
have I.
you?
It's
something about you.
It's crazy. It is. I mean, I know it's flattering.
Yeah.
It's completely flattering. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. When a guy kind of like, I mean, looks at you and talks to you and kind of wants to get to know you, and then you figure out, oh, this dude's just gay. Oh, he's into me.
Left or
Like,
right?
let's go left. Let's just show this puppy off. And then you're kind of like, yeah, okay. Like, I got it. Kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
No.
I mean, as long as if male or female or non-binary
right.
or non-binary,
right.
as long as once I tell
Right.
them, it's like hitting a brick wall, huh? As long as once I tell them that I'm not into it, they kindly
Withdraw? Like what? Like what?
I mean, as long as
is
I
this
did-
like
you just
a
don't wanna-
contest? Oh, thank you for. I didn't read the fine print. I'm now going to withdraw.
getting handsy is awkward, right?
Do people get handsy with you?
It's happened.
Okay, so I don't get that far. I just kind of get the verbal.
Do you feel
handsiness.
insulted now?
Yeah, a little bit.
You,
I might have to. Just
I mean,
kinda,
you just got handsy with me.
as a joke.
I know, I'm just
But I'm just telling. Some guy. I remember when I was.
now my feelings are hurt.
I was 18, and one of my managers at Safeway, he was gay, and he like invited me to this.
We'll go one more loop.
Sounds good. Invited me to this room, back room, because I had to work, and he's like, "Hey, could you help me?" He basically had to tape up these battered boxes so that we could sell them for 50% off and make something off of them, off the merchandise. And so I go back there, and no joke, it was like being in. I thought it was a comedy. I almost laughed, but I didn't because that would have been terrible. But he like kind of goes, "So what are you doing this weekend? Like, do you do anything fun?" And I go, "Oh yeah, I got this going on." He goes, and no joke, he goes this. He goes, "Oh yeah, well I like to dance." And he literally did the, and he was legitly serious. Like he was kind of trying to like being flirty, like I like to dance.
Like he wanted you to go dancing with him or something.
I thought about it.
Yeah, why not? You know, when I lived in Sacramento, I hung out at a gay bar called Faces.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably my favorite place in the whole world. Stiff drinks, and they were.
Is that why it was your favorite place in the whole wide world? I like how you immediately after you say favorite place in the whole wide world, stiff drinks.
There was a variety of reasons, but super nice bartenders, stiff drinks. It was relatively inexpensive. The big thing was there's no bros there. Like you go to some bars and like when you're big like me, people think of you as a trophy. People try to fight me. It happened up less than a year ago up in Ballard.
Yeah, you need to not have that happen then.
That's gay bar never happened. I hung out there for a year.
Well, get overweight a little bit, bald, like get bald, get some gray. This is toothpaste, by the way, but get some gray in your beard, and just
distinguishes when you.
It's
get gray in your beard.
it's extremely distinguished.
You and Paul Giamatti.
Touch of gray. Yeah, I get Paul Giamatti quite a bit. I do get Paul Giamatti way too much. I got Tom Green in high school.
But you can do Paul Giamatti.
And then I got Paul Giamatti. Like I never got anything good. I got one time someone said, "Hey, you know, you have mannerisms that are kind of like take a left here. You have mannerisms that are kind of like who's Matt Damon's buddy?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. You kind of like you talk. Your eyes. You kind of like look around and say things.
I
like
can see it now
how
that you
Ben
said
Affleck
it.
talks. And I took that, so I've never gotten that. I've got Beaker. Beaker. I got Beaker when I was growing up in college. I got Earthworm Jim when I wore this.
Lord.
Yeah, I got nothing good. And so like Ben Affleck, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
You should print that on a certificate. I was told on this date and time that I look like Ben Affleck.
Totally.
Sign it and frame it.
Yeah, and then just cast away the thousands of times that I was called. Take it right. I was called like everything not attractive. Beaker.
That's kind of funny.
It is funny. I get it. I laughed inside. I cried inside.
You guys make fun of me all the time when I laugh.
Well, yes, because
I'd say stupid shit.
yes.
Yeah. Trying to cuss too much, but
Yeah, you do 40-minute videos about. Okay, we got some more. We got some more people. Actually, I know these people. Slow down. Slow down real quick. This is Ashley and.
that's good. Your new car.
Oh, hey, ladies.
How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. This is Bobby. We're actually doing a video for he sells cars, and so we're driving around. I'm like, oh, I know them, and it was cool because you guys sounded like cool, like we're actually recording right here, and you're like, hey, like, so we're gonna sell this car now. So anyway, thank you. Where are you guys? Good. I'm living right here. Where are you guys living at?
On Cole Street, Battersby.
Oh, because you guys are walking pretty far. I actually caught up with your mom and dad. Like, okay, good. All right.
They told me all about it.
That's awesome. That's cool.
I saw your mom and dad.
Where?
Right before at Safeway, like right before your brother's wedding.
Oh yeah, he just got married in June or August. Yeah. Well, that's catching up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep driving. We see how many other people just go, hey. We see you guys. Bye.
So I am getting to the point where I feel like we might run out of gas. It's probably. Yes.
Yeah. This guy's not looking at us.
Not at all.
Are you letting me out?
Well, you can't. What do you think? Well, let's stop.
That was very anticlimactic. It
Well,
was
no,
like
we'll stop right
right
here.
when we get going, and the girls are like, hey. It's like, all right, get out.
So have
My
you ever-
Uber's here.
Have you ever seen the Friends episode where the Porsche was outside and he acted like to stand by it all the time?
You should do that. I've seen those fake videos. I want to see some real videos where I know you're married though.
This just came on.
What's that?
Miranda Lambert just started playing at a higher volume.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a sign
Of what?
how awesome.
Oh
Miranda
yeah, that
Lambert
sounds
is.
good. So where they have the guy who's like, hey girl, like he's away from the car and he's like, hey, and it's like some hot chick's like jogging by and he's like, hey, whoa, hey, can I get your phone number? Can we talk? What's up? And then they're like, no man, no, they're like, that sounds terrible. They're like, no, it's okay, I got a boyfriend, I'm sorry. And he's like, okay, never
I've seen
mind.
those.
And then they go get in his car and then they kind of like run back like, oh, I didn't know this was your car. Yeah, what's my number? And he's like, oh, so now. So I think those are fake.
I think so too. So I was watching one the other day. A guy had like a Bentley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw- yeah. And the girl, and she's like, "Oh, my girlfriend."
Yeah.
I think those are fake.
That's super
How
fake.
do you tell?
If they're fake?
Yeah, like there's so much stuff online that I feel like 60% of it is fake.
If you watch one,
We're it's
And
getting a little
it's-
foggy in here. People are gonna think that we're hanging out at Faces in Sacramento.
that would be that we met there and came back here. Like, hey, let me take you back to my place. I live like 1,000 miles away.
You know who Theo Vaughn is?
No, I know
He's a-
Theo Cosby.
Theo Vaughn's
Or Theo.
Theo Huxtable.
Huxtable.
Was that his name?
Yeah, it's Theo.
Okay. So Theo Vaughn's on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he has like a level of comedy that Rogan can't relate to. So he'll say these hilarious jokes, and Joe will look at him like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of that
Here.
in this recording today.
Where you don't get my jokes.
Or you don't get my jokes. We're on different planes of comedy.
So we're playing to everybody. That's good. Like, I'm lowbrow, like stupid humor. You got the higher humor,
Sometimes.
a little more sophisticated.
Sometimes.
I'm there for the laughs and the giggles.
You're the yellow mustard, I'm the Grey Poupon.
You get pooped on quite a bit, I heard. So, and it's gray.
The German Scheitze film.
I think that's what you would call somebody. A Grey Poupon is if a senior citizen takes a poop on you. That's what they would call a Grey Poupon. Is that high society? Is that a society? What type of joke's that? That's a Grey Poupon.
It got me laughing.
There you go.
Grey Poupon.
That's what they should call
How many
it.
people did that after that commercial? Pull up to someone and roll down the window?
And pooped on them?
No. You don't remember Pardon Me? Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Yeah, I remember that. That's actually that was in a Kendrick Lamar video reference.
Really?
The Be Humble video. He rolls up and he's in.
It's a good song.
It's a great video. Have you seen the video?
No.
It is a great video.
You ever heard of Joyner Lucas?
No.
I've been getting into him lately. Check it out.
No.
He's good. Why? You don't like good music? Good rap music?
No, you said you've been getting into him lately, and so I just wanted to clarify that. You can cut that one out.
See, look, that.
See?
That's the awkward.
Because my humor's like higher than yours. I'm not lowbrow.
Well, how do we end this? I mean,
Hey, just check out.
you sing a song like yours at the end of yours?
No.
Is that your thing? Let that be your thing.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Singing a song at the end is.
We should rap at the end.
I tried that. That doesn't work as well. It gets awkward. We're gonna do this. check out Bobby here, Bobby Martinez at Gamblin'
You like the
Motors.
point?
That
Should
was
that be
good.
my sign off? Shooter McGavin.
Everybody does that. But check them out. Mention Full Buddy Cast.
Yes.
That gets honored.
Full Buddy.
I don't know, where's the camera? Right here? I'm looking right at it.
Tell them that you saw this video when you come in there.
I saw this video.
Not you. No, them.
Gotcha.
You guys.
That was also
Yeah.
humor.
That was no. I got it. I was playing off at that time, but then now it's awkward because we had to explain.
Yeah, well, there's probably people that.
Well, maybe you could be like a repeat like once a month, and then maybe our comedy will start clicking.
Well, that means that one of us is getting worse. I don't know.
Does
who.
it?
Yeah.
Or do you think it'd be funnier if we both hit the same plane of comedy?
I don't
like,
know.
You'll bring me down,
That's what I'm saying.
and I'll bring you up, and then we'll have this
Oh.
perfect blend.
That's
It's
good.
like K-pop band meeting the Backstreet Boys
I don't-
and making magic.
I don't laugh. Have you
No.
noticed that?
Have I ever heard you laugh?
I mean, I'll laugh at like.
I've heard you laugh in PUBG.
I'll laugh to be polite, like ha.
There was a time I heard you laugh when we were in there and someone says, "Man, there's a ton of backpacks in this house in PUBG." And I go, "This is a house of backpacks." I'm like, "You mean there's a lot of backpacks in there, or it's a house made out of backpacks?" And you start, yeah, you laugh. No,
Okay, I
that
laugh
sounds
there.
like that's the sound of
I
a
laugh
dying
there.
giraffe.
It is. It's terrible. It's a wounded animal. I look like Paul Giamatti. But hey, girls still yell at me when I'm in a cool car.
There you go.
All
So come see me. We should hit that stop button. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.